Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back. My name, of course, is Open Potato. This is Democracy 3. Once again, we are going to be trying as the British Empire. You know, I think that that's fair enough. I think we deserve another chance at this. 5 years, 3 terms, Liberal Party up against the Labour Party. Difficulty, we're just going to leave at 100% because apparently that changes something a lot. Compulsory voting we'll have on. Yeah, earthquakes and hurricanes. Let's stick them all on. Why not? Why not? Okay, so we've learned a couple of little things from last time. And, you know what? The biggest change this time is that we are going to be going after an achievement. Now, I think the fact that the difficulty slider isn't set at 150%, the fact that it's set at like 100%, I think that's why we're making like a shit ton of money. Which is kind of awesome, actually, at the start of a game. You don't really need to think about, you know, what are you going to cut, what are you going to do, or whatever. But, you know, let's talk about what we're actually going to try and achieve this time. So I feel that part of the problem last time is that we never really had like a specific aim. We never had a way that we were going to run our country, but now we actually do. Free market paradise. This is indeed the way that we are. This is indeed the way that we are planning to run our country. So this is basically a hyper capitalist society with a whole bunch of privatized industries. And whatnot, you know, very little subsidies at all, and yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting to see if we can figure out how to get this achievement. Now, I do know what is required specifically to get this achievement, but obviously, the Empire has intrinsic problems that we are going to have to resolve before we can even think about starting to, you know, do the shenanigans. Regarding private healthcare and private schooling and whatnot. You know, who gives a damn anyway about that? I'm more concerned about alcohol abuse. I'm more concerned about the fact that we've got ghettos. I'm more concerned about the fact that we've got racial tension, which is just literally overflowing right now. Ethnic minorities really, really do not like us. Really not very fond of us, I'm afraid. And immigration is something that I think we should cap straight away. Like, I think we should just get it down, like, instantly, because otherwise, ethnic minorities will just become a super, super large part of our population. And I know that sounds like super, you know, xenophobic and racist, basically, but the reason that we don't want a lot of them is because otherwise they're going to kill us, like, genuinely. And that sounds like something a stupid racist politician would say, but it's actually happened in so many playthroughs. The Black Power group can really, really spiral out of control at a very, very rapid rate. And plus, capping immigration is actually good. Now, capping immigration through the use of border controls, it makes ethnic minorities very, very angry with us, right? But it does get immigration down. And immigration is one of the key ways that we are going to try and reduce racial tension. Because when immigration is so high, we've got racial tension that is super, super high. And we just can't deal with that. It's just not possible. Now, something that we didn't really investigate very much in the last playthrough was European policy, and this is something that we're going to be spending a shit ton more money on. This is a hugely divisive issue currently in the UK, but it's definitely something that can help us out in a pinch should we need it. And let me tell you right now, we need it. So we're going to be using it. Absolutely. People smuggling, I don't care about people smuggling. I don't care at all about what it is. I mean, let's allow them to stay so that liberals like us. If we look at membership of groups that are angry at us, yes, you can already see that people are very, very angry at us. If you look at the membership of ethnic minorities, one turn of immigration and the fact that the British Empire demographic gives a plus 20% membership increase, what an increase. What an increase. That was 50%. An extra 6 billion members of the ethnic minority group have managed to come into the British Empire. I don't really mind. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's just really, really fucking with our racial tension, and there's nothing that we can do about it. There's literally nothing that we can do about it. I mean, we need to get rid of a little bit of political capital because Otherwise, we're going to overflow, and overflowing is not something that I really want to do. I mean, what policy can we actually introduce? I mean, there are a couple of good policies that, that we could look at, for example. Where is it? Where is it? Is it the Race Discrimination Act? I think it might be the Race Discrimination Act. I really cannot remember off the top of my head. Law and Order. The Race Discrimination Act. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. It's going to reduce racial tension. Conservatives are going to be annoyed at us, but, you know, who cares? Doesn't really matter. I did not see how much political capital that actually cost, but I can tell you right now that it was not very much at all. Now, also, another policy that we could introduce, language course, costs a little bit too much in terms of political capital, unfortunately, so we're not really going to take that opportunity. Anything else that we want to introduce? Free eye tests. Free eye tests would be a good way to increase equality. Free school meals also would be kind of nice. Although I'm more concerned about the fact that, yeah, we're just stamp out racism week. There we go. 8 political capital. I'll take it. Reduces racial tension by a slight bit. It's not going to make a damn difference, unfortunately. And it's still going to lead to us potentially accruing a very, very large number of people in violent extreme groups that we cannot do anything about. Now, something that we did in the last playthrough is that we got rid of ID cards, and that is something that I'm very, very, very keen to get rid of again. But this time, however, we are going to try and prioritize spending in the European Union. So we're going to try and bump this up. Now, this is going to do quite a lot for us, actually. Oh, wow, it's going to increase immigration as well. Yeah, that's not something that we really want to happen. But at the same time, it's going to reduce unemployment by a substantial amount. It's going to increase the global economy, and it's going to decrease racial tension. However, it is going to decrease productivity. I don't really know if that's something that we want to happen. I mean, obviously, I like the fact that ethnic minorities like us, and I like the fact that it reduces racial tension. But I simply don't know if we can do that. Just getting rid of ghettos is so darned hard. Immigration is really, really challenging. I mean, could we go further in this direction? Not really. I mean, where we're at is kind of okay, I guess. It's really not great at all. It's really not. We're really not in the best situation we could ever be in. Is there anything else that can help us? Is there anything else that can actually help us? Citizenship tests? Is this something that we could introduce? I don't know. I don't know. I think this would probably reduce racial tension. Let's fucking try it. Let's try it. Okay, so it's going to reduce racial tension by a fair amount. It's going to reduce immigration. It's going to make ethnic minorities a little bit upset with us. But I think that's a good trade-off for a significant reduction in racial tension. I really, really do. I mean, there must be other ways that we can appease ethnic minorities. There must be some sort of a way. I mean, there's just so much going against us right now. So much going against us. There really, really is, and I feel that we're going to be dodging bullets very, very soon, because it's very, very challenging to try and please everybody. It really, really is. It really, really is. Is there anything else that we can sort of take? A language course? You know what? Let's try and implement a language course. It's gonna increase immigration again, though. I really don't want that to happen. In fact, you know what? No, let's take it. Let's absolutely take it. It's a fine trade-off. I will be happy with that. Now, what do we want to get rid of in terms of taxes? Because we've got way too many taxes at the moment. I mean, we don't actually have to adjust any taxes for the achievement. It's not like we need a certain level of corporation tax or whatever. It's more to do with healthcare and social services and whatnot. But I feel that if we are going to play as a free market economy, or a free market country, so to speak, we should try and we should try and up our innovation. Now, innovation is once again this thing that was done through the mod. It's added through the mod, and state schools take away from immigration. So state schools is something that we actually want to transition away from eventually. Yep, hurts innovation and whatnot. Really not something that I'm super keen on, but we can transition away from that, and there is plenty of opportunity, and there will be plenty of opportunity for us to do so. It's more just we need to get out of this initial stage of everybody hates us, and that's not something that is very easy to do. Let me tell you that. Housing expansion, as you can see, we've got a real estate bubble. Let's try saying, yeah, we'll relax the planning law, and fingers crossed that'll actually do something. It might not. It might choose to not do something, but hey ho. What? A junior minister was assassinated. Holy cow. Holy cow. Fear of terrorism, plus 50. Yeah, I would say so. Holy cow. And a water shortage has developed as well. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is bad. This is really bad. And I know exactly what the problem is here. I really do. And I want to change it. I want to change it. So the problem with the environment and the problem with pollution is that the environment is so darn shitty, primarily due to the waste, I think. Waste is a pretty big factor in it anyway. And we could reduce waste by simply adjusting waste collection. There we go. Let's apply it. Only 12 political capital. What a bargain. What an absolute bargain. Now, how much is it going to cost to get rid of this sales tax? 21 political capital. I can hold off until then. Is anybody pissed off at us right now? Not really. Ethnic minorities almost consist of 100% of our population. Holy cow. I think it's worth saying, right? So I don't sound like an absolute racist. I'm talking, you know, purely within the confines of this game when I talk about ethnic minorities have a real tendency of killing me, because there's not very many policies that that makes them very happy, and the policies that do make them happy sometimes, like border controls, or the policies that upset ethnic minorities, like border controls, really impact racial tension, no, border controls impacts immigration, which impacts racial tension, right? I mean, racial tension should start to go down when immigration starts to go down. I think anyway. Environmentalists not super keen with us, not super keen with us, not super keen on us. That's the correct terms. Unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, nobody's started to attempt to kill us yet. Nobody's joined a violent group, which is kind of nice. GDP fell a little bit, that's fine. Unemployment fell a little bit as well, that's a-okay with me. National military exercise. Due to international unrest, our military command requests to carry out a large-scale exercise across much of our great empire. This will strengthen our military, push back terrorism, and impress our patriots. I'm going to actually approve the exercise, because I think that that's probably the right thing to do. I mean, we need to think about terrorism and how we plan to stop it, but, you know, hey-ho. Okay, so there's a couple of things that we need to do to try and make the Liberals that little bit happier with us. And I think what we should do, in fairness, is cancel ID cards first. I mean, not to mention, it costs a shit ton of money, right? It absolutely does. But also, I value the Liberals' happiness. In fact, I value people's happiness more than pure actual, you know, financial sense right now. Even though canceling the sales tax would be, you know, not the stupidest idea in the world, but at the same time, I'm much more concerned about the Liberals killing us, so to speak. Environmentalists still not very happy with us. However, the environment should be starting to pick up. Waste should be going down dramatically thanks to waste collection, and recycling should be increased to the maximum. Yeah, that's something that should have been done a long time ago. So what else can we do in terms of the environment? Not very much, it turns out. Not very much, it turns out, at all. Yeah, so the environment is so bad. Therefore, it makes environmentalists sad. Army exercise apparently hurts the environment as well, believe it or not. I didn't know that, but apparently it does. Apparently bicycle usage helps the environment. That's cool. I didn't realize it actively helped the environment. I know it didn't hurt the environment, but hey-ho. I suppose, yeah, when compared to, like, car and train riding and tram riding and whatnot, bicycle usage is preferable, but bicycle usage in itself doesn't exactly help the environment. It just sort of happens. Pollution controls, I would like to change this. I would really, really like to change this, although I just can't. I really just can't. Well, A, you know, we don't have the political capital, but also it's really going to hurt our GDP, and that's not something that I'm super, super thrilled about. So let's just go to the next turn and assassinate a terrorist leader. I think we're going to have to make that difficult decision once again. Crime is going to go up, thanks to our cancelling of ID cards primarily, but I'm okay with that. Liberals are a bit happier with us. We're starting to see the Revolutionary Army getting upset with us. Really? 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 I don't really understand why they're so darn annoyed at us. Why? 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 I think we should probably switch it to about here. Yeah, if we can, but unfortunately we can't. We do have the political capital to do that, so that's a real shame, but hey-ho. We've just got so much money, but we just can't do anything with it. So, right, at the moment, 3 groups that we need to worry about. Black Power Group, Warriors of Gaia, whatever, I don't know how to say it, and the Revolutionary Army. How are we going to solve all these problems? Well, basically, we need to appease socialists, environmentalists, and ethnic minorities. Ethnic minorities, I am trying my ass off to fix. I just don't think anything is going to do it. I mean, immigration needs to come way down, which I suppose means GDP needs to come way down. Maybe we could be a little bit more restrictive of our GDP. Not entirely sure what we want to do. Maybe if we purposefully try and hurt our GDP, if we were like, hey, this country's really, really bad, then maybe that would put people off coming to our country, which would in turn help racial tension, I suppose, but hey-ho. I'm not really that bothered about solving alcohol abuse right now. It's fine. It's not really that big of an issue. I'm more concerned about the fact that we've got the environmentalists getting on at us. Also, this needs to be cancelled. This is a ridiculous, ridiculous policy that I think is stupid and should never have been implemented because it just does absolutely fuck all, but hey-ho. Fingers crossed this is actually going to make a damn difference. I'm not entirely sure if it will. You'll have to tune in next time, ladies and gentlemen, to see if our grand master plan for this British Empire is going to work, or it might just fall flat on its face and fail just like it did last time. But hey-ho, you never know. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much for watching Democracy 3 as the British Empire with the Economic Realism Mod. My name, of course, has been Potato, and I will see you next time. Bye.